another day, another park, and today, where are we?
Universal Studios.
We're in Universal Studios, which to me is both of them, which, you know, I know it's not, but we're in actual Universal Studios. And where we are at the moment, where are we? What's this place called?
Hollywood Boulevard.
Hollywood Boulevard. You know where we are if you've been here. If you don't, let's just pretend it's definitely officially called Hollywood Boulevard. Anyway, it's quiet here, so at the moment I think I should just stand here for the next 8 hours until the crowds finally turn up.
How cute are these popcorn buckets? They are very, very awesome. Giving Disney a run for the money with that. $38 for the first fill is free. Do you know what? It's a lot of money, but I'm very tempted. Do I need one of those? No? Do I want one of those? Yes.
So we're just walking through Simpsons area, and we're coming up to one of the Simpsons rides, which I never go on anymore because it just makes me want to be ill. It's a good ride, but not for me. Just that, and even that twirling hill just behind us now. In fact, pretty much anything these days is making me ill. But I did do Velocicoaster.
Yes.
Hey, I did do the Raptor coaster.
We had a sneaky little visit for a couple of hours. Tuesday evening.
We're on Thursday. Yeah.
Parking is free after 6.
Ooh, parking's free.
So we got up at 6:30, and we managed to do. Doctor Doom, Spider-Man, Velocicoaster. And also Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure TM.
Shout out to Molly there.
So we're in Men in Black, and one of the things that you may or may not know is that these doors should be interactive.
Done Men in Black, and an oldie but a goodie on there. Who got the highest score this time?
That'll be you this time.
That would be me. No, I mean, to be fair,
only because I told him what to do.
Well, to be fair, we did manage to
I was winning.
Hit the opposite train about 3 or 4 times and then spinning quite a lot, which is always even more satisfying than getting 241,000, which completely wiped out Mrs. T's score of about 10.
110,000.
I knew there was a 10 in there somewhere.
Shocking. So I'm going to give you some fun facts today about my now extinct favourite Universal ride, Jaws. Bruce the Shark and Jaws. Sadly now gone, replaced by Diagon Alley, so I can't be too upset because I love Harry Potter as well. But Jaws, ultimate favourite ride. In fact, it used to terrify me when it used to go on. And bear in mind, I was an adult when I started coming here, and it still used to terrify me. But anyway, first fun fact, these toilets behind me, they're the only thing left over from the demolition of Amity. Just these toilets, just outside London, in between kind of Men in Black and London. These are the only things left over from the demolition of Amity Island. And because they are permanently stuck in Amity Island in 1970s on the 4th of July, when Bruce started terrorising everyone, their music is permanently stuck in the music of the 1970s. So if you go into the toilets, you'll hear music playing the hits of those 1976 summer days of the 4th of July weekend. Top tip number one.
Now, I might have been around in the 70s, but I definitely wasn't old enough to remember the hits from 1976, no matter what people are thinking.
This is my top Jaws tip number 2. So you can see behind me, hopefully, is the fountain just outside of the entrance to Diagon Alley. It's supposed to represent Eros in London. Anyway, legend has it, and I don't know how true this is, so take it with a pinch of salt, but legend has it that one of the animatronic sharks is buried right underneath this fountain, and that way there will always be a shark or a Jaws lurking just below the water. Doo-doo, doo-doo. So we're still outside London, just before we go into Diagon Alley, and there's a record shop just outside by the phone box and by the underground. And if you look into the window of said record shop, you'll see a record by the Quint Trio entitled "Here's to Swimming with Bow-Legged Women," which is obviously a quote from the film by Quint when he's doing a toast with Chief Brody. Here's to swimming with bow-legged women. This is one that most people know, to be fair.
Oh, cool. Yes, please.
So this is our kids' pancake breakfast. It was $12.99. So we get a croissant, 2 pancakes, sausage and bacon with syrup, and a butterbeer. And I think that's really good value for $12.99. It is the kids' breakfast, but I think that's more than adequate for me.
It was just a snack.
Not for James, but you know, very few things will.
I'll go with it as a snack.
But yeah, it's a good tip. Kids' breakfast, $12.99. Comes with a free drink, and we've gone for butterbeer.
very fetching.
I think so. Inside the shop, Mulpepper's Apothecary. You can just about make out at the back there is a set of shark jaws. Again, that's just a little nod to Jaws. Fun fact, I don't know what number we're on now, 3, 4. Anyway, let's call it Fun Fact 3. Fun Fact 3. So the dragon on top of Gringotts Bank that breathes fire on the Thames, people, on the Thames of the hour, breathes fire is in almost exactly the same spot as where the gas explosion happened on the Jaws ride in the boat ride. If you can remember that one, there was a big gas explosion that blew the shark up, and the dragon is on virtually the same spot. Well, I assume it's the pipe that feeds the dragon the gasoline, which would make logistic sense for it to be put there. So the Shrunken Heads in Nocturne Alley, in the window just there, they perform their own tributes to Jaws by singing Show Me the Way to Go Home, which, as you'll remember if you've seen the film, Quint and Hooper and Chief Brody are getting a little bit merry on the orca, and they start to sing Show Me the Way to Go Home just before Jaws attacks. So all of Amity was removed to make room for Diagon Alley, but the neighbouring San Francisco area remains pretty much unchanged. So they kept their Amity theming, which you can see on the tower there. The only things left now is the side of the tower there, and across the road on the San Francisco Pastry Company is a window for Amity ship fitters and riggers.
We've just bought one of the refillable mugs, about $19.
With tax, yeah.
$19 with tax, refill every 10 minutes all day in both parks, etc. Includes all sodas, but also the ices. So we've had a wild cherry icy to start off with. If you're here all day, seems good value, especially if there's quite a few in your group and you're sharing it. So we're going to have our wild cherry icy now, and then where are we off to next?
We are going to see Bruce the Shark.
We're going to go see Bruce the Shark.
It's only fitting when we've just done a lot of facts about Jaws that we come and see the man, well, the fish himself, Bruce the Shark.
I forgot to say, the refills are also $10.99 to get it recharged on a different day. So it's slightly cheaper when you bring it back and recharge it again.
Not shark related.
But it could be shark related if you think of a shark while you're saying it, like I was doing.
Not shark related. We've just ridden Fast and the Furious. Again, we've only done it once before. Didn't like it the first time. Still don't like it. Don't really understand it. Graphics are not great. It's just not a great ride in my opinion, but you know, I know some people like it. It's not for me. Same technology in ride vehicles as Kong. I think Kong is a far superior ride. Just don't see the point in it, really. Can't believe they took Earthquake away for that, because it's just awful. Has not improved. Would not recommend. Absolutely.
That's great, thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
That's just awesome, isn't it? We'll have one of everything. Cheesecake trifle cake.
That looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah. We need to eat proper food first.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Come
s'mores.
back.
Go to s'mores.
We'll be open today.
Hi, good, thanks. How are you?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. What do you recommend shark-wise?
Shark-wise?
Shark-wise.
Of course, this is right here.
Shark-wise.
This is our most popular drink here, made with coconut rum and blue curacao, pineapple juice, and Sprite.
Let's go with that one
And
then.
we'll throw a shark in there.
Aboard an ocean attack. And we just got attacked by the shark. See what it's like.
Here we go.
Nice.
Guys, watch out for the shark.
Back again.
Everyone out of the water. Swim to shore. Get
Yeah,
out
the
back.
bigger
Don't let the
boat.
shark get you. He's coming to get your toes. Aha. Here we go, folks. My name is Zach. I'm here taking care of you today.
Thanks, Zach. Thank you. So this is the Ocean Attack cocktail that Sarah's just had, made by Zach over at Shea Alcatraz. So Sarah will now do the honours tasting it, and we'll see.
It's got a jelly shark.
It's got a jolly shark and a cherry. That's a jolly shark.
Look, there's blood in the water.
Blood in the water,
Blood in the water.
of course. That isn't a convincing face.
It's quite strong.
Yeah,
You try it.
let's have a try. It's nice, that is. Taste the coconut, can't you? See, that's actually nice. I like that. There you go.
Thank you.
Thumbs up. Or Shark's Tooth.
Ocean
Or
attack.
Ocean Attack. Or, what did they ever say in Star Wars Land? Bright Suns, Fat Moon.
No, you just make that bit up.
No. Yeah, full moon, bright suns. Right, so it's now. Look,
14:14.
this keeps happening to me. I keep on
Yes,
checking
the
the
time
time.
keeps changing.
I keep on checking the time on my watch, and it keeps having the same digits. It's got to be a meaning. There's got to be a meaning to it.
Yes, it's time.
Yes.
Time changes.
So there's got to be a meaning. Why do I keep looking when it's like 0101 or 1414?
When's
something?
angel time?
When it's double time, when it's double minutes, like that.
Okay.
So, yes, again, another angel time. Anyway, I've just got distracted. It's now 14:15, so we're good to go. So we did the Bourne Stuntacular on there. What do you think, Mrs. T?
I think the effects were good. I think the screen thing was good without giving away spoilers. Some of the fight scenes were a little bit...
Staged.
Well, obviously they staged, but
Yeah, but it was
a little bit
obvious.
obviously
Staged.
staged. I have to be honest, I preferred the Terminator version. I think it was more interactive with the crowd. I like the Bourne trilogies. I think I prefer Terminator.
Yeah, I thought pretty much the same. the screen and the stage props, awesome. I think the storyline was actually boring. There didn't seem to be much to it, but it was good. Definitely go see it. Just probably not as good as Terminator used to be. I don't think Terminator will be back on this occasion. Not for a while anyway. Sadly. Anything else you want to say yet?
Oh, the Mummy.
Oh, the Mummy.
I've redone the Mummy, following its closure for whatever they've done to it, because I couldn't actually tell. They look like they've updated a couple of effects, but that's about it. It was not as bad as I remember it. I seem to remember the last few times I've been on it, I felt quite sick. So either I'm building a tolerance back up for rides, or it's not as bad as it was. But
Yeah.
it's good. I like the Mummy. I like the beginning bit. I mean, the end bit's just a coaster, but I like the beginning bit. But I am glad that somebody got him his damn cup of coffee still. If they removed that, then I'd be cross. But he's still got his coffee, so I'm glad.
I didn't go on it. I just stood around in the sun and also in the shop, and that's what I did.
The Halloween tribute store.
Oh,
Not specifically
yeah.
Halloween Horror Nights, like stuff that they are selling Halloween Horror Night merch. The tribute store is really good. Lots of props and just really well themed. And
Yeah, it's just well themed, isn't it?
yeah, it's really well themed. A couple of places you can go and stand and take your photos. Nice selection of cakes.
Oh yeah, very nice selection of cakes at the end.
In the bakery counters.
Yeah, nice price on the cakes.
I really want one of those Frankenstein buckets, popcorn buckets, and I really don't need one. But I really. Sorry, just a child scaring pigeons there. I really want one, and I don't know what to do with it. But it's so cute, and I need it in my life.
I don't want one. I don't need one. So therefore, I won't have one. Is that the end of this part for now?
I think so.
I think so. We've just had some lunch, haven't we?
Didn't take photos of the food, sorry.
I don't. Yeah, we didn't take photos of the food, so you're just going to have to imagine a hamburger with fries next to it. So at the moment, on the mobile app and even on the in-store menus, lots of places in this and over here in Universal aren't showing that they do kids meals, and they still do kids meals. So if your appetite isn't overly large at the moment, ask for a kids meal. It was probably the same size as our adults meals back in the UK, I'd say. And the fries were nice, and the burger was nice, and it came to $21, just on $21 for 2 kids meals.
Which is extortionate.
Yeah, it is a lot of money for just 2 kids meals. But if we'd had the normal adult meals, it would have come to about $32, $33. I made the mistake of saying yes to cheese. I thought that was just part of it. That added an extra $4. come off E.T.'s Adventure, and always a good one. Classic. It's one of the originals. One of the
It's
original
the
rides.
only original remaining opening day ride at Universal Studios now. And
Yeah.
I will throw hands if they remove it.
Obviously, for everybody that's been on it, it's pretty obvious it is original, but that's part of its charm. So we actually had to do the pre-show, which we haven't done for ages, and then we actually do walk around the forest in the queue. But we still walk on. They're just making us walk a little bit, which is always good because we don't often see the queue area, do we? In
No.
ET. But yeah, jumped on the
No.
bikes and then we started to fly.
We escaped with E.T. and then we went to E.T.'s home planet, which is obviously E.T.'s fever dream. I don't know what E.T. had been chewing,
No, exactly. But
but we
perhaps-
love to hear "Welcome home."
And then of course
You've arrived.
your name right at the end.
So
basically.
magical. We
Goodbye.
love that.
Goodbye. And on that note, goodbye.
We've just left Universal Studios for the day. Just a top tip when you come out, there's always loads of people waiting by the globe to have the photos done around the front edge. If you just come around the back, there's nobody here. You can get your photos with nobody else in them because there's nobody here. Just walk like literally 20 steps round to the back. There is nobody here and you can get a nice photo. Like this. Wait till it comes round. Hello. Look at me and my photo with nobody in. So this is how to get as near as possible an empty Hogsmeade. If you want those all important selfies with nobody else in them. Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure TM just before 9 o'clock when the park shuts at 9. And when you come out, you'll get a fairly empty Hogsmeade. So if you can, try and get on Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure TM just before 9 o'clock or just before park closing, and you get a relatively empty Hogsmeade. Look at this, this is never this empty, ever. If you're just patient and wait a bit, you can get all the pictures you wanted. And it's always prettier at night as well.